Hi everyone. You know how we always say, oh my god, kids grow up so fast? And they do, whether we want it to or not. There is no exception. But if most become full valued members of society, there are others who, well, they were quite different as kids. For example, some actor kids managed to become famous and rich at a very young age. Turns out for many of them, it didn't work out in the end. So, here are 7 famous children then and now. Let's get it on. Haley Joel Osment. Those of you who watched Artificial Intelligence by Steven Spielberg must remember cute little David with his soulful eyes. Thanks to them, Joel Osment got many parts in different movies. As a child, he starred in top-grossing films like Forrest Gump, The Sixth Sense, and Pay It Forward.
I see dead people.
But if you look at a picture of him today, it's hard to believe that it's the same sweet little boy. Once he came of age, he really let himself go. Alcohol, weed, scandals, drink driving, and a nasty accident were the result. Nowadays, his career is far from perfect. Notable directors don't want to deal with him, so Osment has to put up with low-budget projects. Daryl Sabara and Alexa Vega. You should all remember the movie Spy Kids, released in far 2001. If you do, then you will be astonished when you see how these little spies look now. We couldn't believe our eyes. Daryl Sabara, who played Junie, grew up and became a real man. He wasn't very handsome in the movie, but look at him now. Today his filmography is huge, and even though he doesn't get any key parts, we're still glad that he doesn't waste his gift. And his spy sister Alexa Vega, Carmen in the movie, also benefited from aging. Sweet little girl turned into a smoking hot woman. In 2003, Vanity Fair entitled her one of the sexiest young actresses in the world. Jonathan Lipnicki. If you watch Stuart Little, then you should know that apart from Stuart, the mouse, there was also a little boy named George. In the movie, he looked like a total nerd. Glasses, shirt, jersey, and so on. But in the last few years, he changed quite a bit. He built a vast amount of muscle and found himself another hobby, apart from acting. He began to practice MMA, and even took part in a few professional fights. Still want to call him a nerd? Next time, if you're going to insult a geek, please think twice, or you may regret it when you meet him, 10 years later. Davei Chase. Creepy little girl with long black hair, ripped white dress, outstretching her arms. Have you guessed already? Of course, it's Samantha from The Ring. The girl who scared the shit out of many adults, not to mention kids. And now, if you're standing, you might want to sit down, because this is how stunning she looks today. She keeps acting a lot, and also likes surfing, riding horses, dancing, reading, and simply hanging out with her friends and family. Jake Lloyd. Now let's recall Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars Episode 1. If scientists someday invent a cuteness meter, it will explode just by looking at this little fellow. You would think that such a sweet, hairy baby boy cannot become the awful Darth Vader. It may be a coincidence, but in real life he's suffered some drastic changes too. To be honest, he doesn't look so good today. Weird hair, strange moustache, and absurd clothes. Some media claim that he was even put into a lunatic asylum with schizophrenia. Yeah, popularity isn't good for everyone. Edward Walter Furlong. A former teen idol, Furlong won Saturn and MTV Movie Awards for his breakthrough performances as John Connor in Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and that was all for him on the big screen. Well, almost. He did star in a couple of movies like American Heart and American History X. Edward was raised in the family of his aunt and uncle. After the success of Terminator 2, his mother tried to get back custody, but the teenager defended his right to live on his own, and it was a bad decision. Early popularity, lots and lots of money, plus lack of parental care, Edward became an alcohol and drug addict. He got in an ICU with an overdose a couple of times and got arrested repeatedly. Macaulay Culkin. This is the most famous boy on our list. The movie Home Alone became one of the essential symbols of Christmas. There are 4 sequels under the same name, but only the first 2 were welcomed, mostly thanks to the white-haired little fellow, Macaulay Culkin. Now if you look at the adult version of him, there's nothing left in him that will remind you of Christmas. He lived through a lot of shocks. His parents' divorce, his breakup with Mila Kunis, a failure in his career. Some time ago, there were even rumors about him trying to kill himself using antidepressants. But you know how media likes to exaggerate. He was arrested for storage of marijuana once, in 2004, but he was never an alcohol or drug addict. Also, now he's into music. Check it on the internet. His group is called Pizza Underground. Good for him.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks, and we'll be right back to you as fast as we can.